and welcome to Jagee's cookbook. Well, I'm very excited to show you this episode, and I know you're all waiting for this wonderful episode of Jagee's cookbook. But this time I'm going to show you something very useful, something well, all of you can actually use it as a real good guide for you when you're home alone and you're hungry and you don't know what to do, but you want something to eat, something filling, something nutritious, something really yummy, and that is why I want to show you my egg scramble. Now usually when people are hungry, usually they go for eggs because, well, first of all, it's very nutritious, highly nutritious, but egg is the most simplest and most complete food. So it's highly nutritious, very versatile, extremely delicious, and very easy to make. So, and there are all sorts of different things you can make. You can make it boiled egg, fried, omelets, scrambled, different types. And each and every dish, mostly all the dishes, require eggs in some form or the other. So this time I'm going to show you a very spicy, very eggy scramble. And well, it is got to do with a little bit of eggplant. Now, eggplant, as we know, is very good for you and contains potassium, magnesium, calcium, folate, because once it oxidizes with the air, it turns brown, and a lot of fiber. Contains a whole lot of phenols and flavonoids, which are very good for you too. So let's get on with the episode and show you how to make this eggy eggplant scramble. Come on. So now what we have to do is we have to deal with the brinjal or the eggplant or the aubergine, whatever you want to call it. Now, so first of all, what we have to do is the aubergine or the eggplant has a slightly bitter taste. It has well, a little bit of a sort of bitter taste. So to nullify that or to lessen that, what I do is a very simple process. I chop up the eggplant and I mix it up with a little bit of salt and leave it there for around 15 to 20 minutes, okay? And then I wash it and then I use it. So I'll show you exactly what I mean. So first of all, chop off the eggplant stem. Make sure that your eggplant does not contain any worms or maggots, because they're very popular for that. So you have to be very careful. Just chop into cubes, okay? To cubes. Now, another thing is that when this oxidizes with the air, it actually turns color and becomes brown. That is because of the folate in the actual eggplant. It's not necessary that it's you have to keep it uniform, because the main thing is that this is going to turn mushy anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to just mix it up with a little bit of salt, okay, and just mix it and keep this aside for some 15 minutes. This is the first step, okay? This is done. The second step is to deal with our eggs, okay? Now what we do is we need around, well, 4 to 5 eggs for this measurement, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that's done. We need a bit of salt and pepper, as all eggs need. Okay, and pepper. Okay, now next thing what we do is we need around 30 ml of milk. Okay, 30 ml of milk. In it goes. This is to make the actual egg, the scrambled egg, nice and moist and creamy and soft. Next, what we need is a bit of cumin powder, around half a teaspoon, cumin powder, okay? Now this has been toasted and ground, so you don't have to particularly worry about it being toasted, because it has been dry toasted and it has been ground. So it's around half a teaspoon. It's not very necessary. You can avoid it if you don't like cumin, but it all adds to the fun of this scrambled egg. So half a teaspoon of cumin powder, toasted and ground. Okay. Now one more thing for this mixture is we need a little bit of coriander leaves. Okay. So we just keep this aside, and I'm going to take my mezzaluna and, well, a little bit. I've got some nice fresh cilantro out here. Okay. And it's easier to chop my actual cilantro or coriander leaves with a mezzaluna. I find it difficult to do it with a knife, so I'm going to use my mezzaluna. Okay. Now, mezzaluna is actually the Italian word of half moon, which is this. It's half moon. So that's why it's called a mezzaluna. Luna means moon. Okay, chop it into fine . Okay, done. That's the end of that. And just plonk it into the egg mixture. Okay. And whisk it. Just give a whisk. So 5 eggs, salt, pepper, and cumin, half a teaspoon of cumin powder, toasted and ground, and also, well, around 2 tablespoons of cilantro, chopped cilantro. Mix it up, whiz, whiz, whiz. And our second step is done. So the first step is the eggplant, okay? The second step is our egg, actual egg, and cilantro mixture. So the second step is done. This is also kept aside. Now, the third step. Third step is the sauteing of the actual onions and the other vegetables we want, okay? So here I'm going to take, well, 1 onion and a chili, a green chili. Now, if you want it more hot, okay, you want more heat, you can add 2 chilies. But I'm just going to keep it as 1 because I've already added black pepper to it. So, first of all, I'm going to take the root end out of this. Don't need that. And then what we do is, I'm going to, because I'm lazy and I don't like to chop onions much, I'm going to use my machine, okay, which is my stress relieving machine, okay. I use this when I have undue stress and I bang it off, okay. Now, what I have to do is just chop it into little pieces so that it aids along. Makes it easier for my machine. Then some chilies. Make sure you have to wash your hands after you deal with chilies because they're really going to sting you if you're going to touch it anywhere on your body, okay? So here we go, and we're going to chop this away. Just keep this aside, and this is a real good stress reliever because it does, you know, it does help me in my stressful times. And I think it's round about done. Now, the onions and the chilies done, we need around, well, 1 or 2 garlics. If you don't want garlic, avoid it. I'm just putting 2, okay? And chop it along with the actual onion and the chili. This is sort of a very, very spicy scramble, not like the usual scramble we get, European scrambles, but this is more of a spicy and a more well, Indian sort of scramble, which is really, really nice. So let's just bang this. Let's see. Okay, round about done. I tell you, this is really fun. Really, really fun. Okay, now that's the third step. That's done. Now, what we need is, well, 1 or 2 tomatoes. Okay, and what we have to do is we have to de-seed these tomatoes. Now, if you can, might as well skin it, but it's kind of a hassle to skin it. So the best thing is to de-seed it. Now with a teaspoon, the easiest way to de-seed a tomato is with a teaspoon, just gouge out the insides. Okay. Now why I don't want to put the insides, that's the seeds and the inside, is that it'll make the egg rather liquidy, and we don't need that. So that's why I'm just going to avoid this and chop this into cubes. Not very small. It's okay. It adds to the color too, which makes it very pretty, very, very pretty. Might as well add 1 more tomato. Okay. Nice red tomato, and the redness of the tomato, it shows that it contains lycopene. Lycopene is also very good for you, very good antioxidant. Okay. Again, don't need this. Just gouge out with a teaspoon. I'm going to make a mess. Okay. And then, oh, gorgeous color. Okay. I'm getting impatient because I am feeling hungry. Oops, I nearly chop my finger. Anyway, okay, so that is done. And now what I have to do is, well, we have to, I've just given this some minutes now. Actually, it needs around 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to wash this, okay? So I need a drainer. I'm going to wash it, and you come along with me and see what I'm doing, okay? So, just going to wash this. Okay, and just let it drain around here, and we'll start our sauteing process. Now for that we need to actually light the fire. Okay, and we'll start sauteing our ingredients for our lovely spicy eggplant scramble. Okay, first of all we need a little bit of butter and just a bit. Now you're very health conscious, don't, but this adds to the taste. It's lovely. So just a little tinsy wincy bit, a little bit of indulgence once in a while. It's not a big deal. Then we need a little bit of oil. And I'm going to use canola oil, which is, well, apparently very, very healthy. Contains a whole lot of omega-3 fatty acids. Okay. And I'm going to just fry these or saute these eggplant. Now, let this saute well. And add, well, a teensy bit of salt. Make sure that you've added salt. Remember that you have added salt in your eggs. So be very careful. If you if you overdo your salt, you can't do anything about it. If you underdo your salt, you can actually rectify it. So be very careful about it. Okay. So now this is around golden brown. Yummy, yummy, yum. What I have to do is just very, very easy. Just transfer it into the egg mixture, into the egg and cilantro mixture. Okay. And we'll do the next thing. Next thing is, obviously, the thing which is left is our onions, chili and garlic. Okay. Lovely. Every good recipe or every good savory recipe has onions and chili in it. Okay, and this has to sweat, okay, and become translucent. Okay. Okay, now so our onions are sauteed with the garlic and the chili, and a lovely aroma is coming. Now, last but least is our chopped tomatoes, and just saute this along. Now, we don't need to saute this too much. Just, you know, just heat it through. That's it. Just heat it through, and we're just going to put this glorious mixture into the eggy mixture. Okay. Reheat the pan. It's not finished. Calm down. Be patient. Okay. Now mix the whole thing up into a glorious eggy golden lovely mixture. And then time for scramble. Okay. Not scrabble, scramble. Okay, now I guess there is oil in it, so I guess I'm not going to put some more oil because I don't want I want my staff and me to be health conscious. So I'm just going to pour this in. Lovely. Look at that colorful mixture. Glorious. Yes. I'm going to scramble this, okay? Now here we go, my glorious darlings. Now you can notice all the vegetables have retained the beautiful color. The coriander is as beautiful, vibrantly green. The tomato has not lost its color because, you know, I haven't sauteed it too much. The eggplant is lovely. Deep purple, very, very, very becoming, and the onions have just merged into the whole mixture. Now this has to be like into a creamy, creamy mixture. It's beautiful if you can actually, well, keep it as runny as possible because of that is beautiful. Lovely. Now the scramble can be done according to your own liking. Okay, it's very, very like you actually want. It's designed to what you like. Like you can actually make it very nice and soft and gooey and wet, or else you can make it dry. It's just customized. You can do exactly what you want. Okay. Now I'm just going to put this along with toast. Okay. Toast and this is a wonderful combination. You can actually have it for breakfast, you can have it for a snack, you're home alone and you're hungry, you want something quick. All these ingredients are very, very, very available. It's always in the kitchen. Brinjals, eggplants are always, because we always use brinjals or eggplants for making sambar or avial and things like that. So that's always ready-made in the house. So that, eggs, onions, tomatoes, chilies are always readily available. So this is a wonderful, wonderful, filling, delicious, nutritious treat just for you.